Press start. Where is the start on this controller? Alright, load game. Alright, Westminster Abbey. Right. 1223, yep. So where did we... we leave off? Unravel the me. That is so helpful. Alright, so we solved this puzzle. From here. Well, I love the older games, but I also wish some of them would have pointers. So I will preface again, if you hear weird noises in the background, neighbors are firing off fireworks and other things and what have you, so. There was an examine.
This is interesting, but I don't think it's related to what we're doing.
It might matter later.
Oh, okay, I remember. I got annoyed that we failed to combat last time, and it's like, okay, I'm done. Okay, wait for him to come back over here. Okay. Here's where the problem was. There's like 3 of them in here. I can't see much.
Just checking in, trying to be professional like.
This is where the game's kind of glitched, because there was supposed to be 3 people out in that first area, and only 2 of them in here. And I think there's 3 of them in here. I can't see. There we go.
Made a wrong. Come over here. I found them. Maybe they went the other way. Today just isn't your day.
Where's the door?
Stand where you are. When I get back to act, oh, God take you on holiday.
You're forcing my hand.
You're pretty so much difficult.
Yeah, there's 3 of them in here. There's only supposed to be 2.
Do not make me hurt you.
Oh, come on.
I've been itching for a fight all day.
Robert, help!
Oh, you could have jumped in sooner, but... One. Gate closed.
This rope is connected to that light overhead. I could probably untie it and drop it on someone.
Must have been someone over in this direction.
See. One of the... Nobody new out here? Oh, he's taking a nap. Taking a nap.
This should come in useful.
Bandage. I can't see. I'm stuck on something. Trying to see where they walk.
When I get back to Acme, I think I'll take a long holiday.
If I turn on this light, I could probably distract one of those guards.
Just checking in, trying to be professional like.
What in blazes? Who's flipping the lights on?
Okay.
I could distract a mercenary by flipping this light on.
Who's playing with the lights?
That must have hurt. How did you end up like that then?
Hey, it's two of them down.
I suppose 20 to 1 on the third race. Hello then. You're taking a piss out of me. Get up! Don't that take the biscuit? Oh, you're a slippery bugger, aren't you? I've got your number.
Get away from him!
Oh, that break all three of them up?
Do you know how much I'm enjoying this?
Forcing my hand.
Oh, we had that.
Robert, I need your help!
I didn't expect them to wake the other ones up. Alright. I know what we gotta do. In order to prevent that, we gotta turn the first one on. Get them to come over. Take care of them. Move on to the next one.
This rope is connected to that light overhead. I could probably untie it and drop it on someone.
Must have been someone over in this direction.
This should come in useful. If I turn on this light, I could probably distract one of those guards.
What in blazes? Who's flipping the lights on?
Turn the light back off. Can't.
I could distract a mercenary by flipping this light on.
Who's playing with the lights?
That must have hurt.
Where you going with them? No, I want you to go the other way with them.
Stand where you are. Do you know how much I'm enjoying this? Ugh.
I think it would be best if you would let me go.
Why don't we just call it even?
Ugh. Ugh. Ah! Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Would you really hit it?
Ugh.
That last hit knocked him out cold.
Okay.
This looks useful.
We need. Oh, we can use a bandage. Alright. We gotta pass them.
I think this controls the power to the renovation room. That should cast some light on the situation.
I cannot believe you just said that.
I think the switch is this way.
This could be handy.
Uh, yeah.
No, this isn't it. That won't work. That's not what I'm looking for.
Okay, what are we looking for on? Everything in here, if I remember right.
Nice job, Professor. No, this isn't it. This isn't important. That won't work. That's not what I'm looking for. No, this isn't it. That won't work. That's not what I'm looking for. No, this isn't it.
Okay, I don't know what you're looking for.
It's a marble cleaning solution.
That's exactly what we've been looking for.
Give me a second. Hey, we're back. Live. I don't know why it disconnected. That was weird. How do we... Oh, that's right. That was before we came in here. Dang it, we're all the way back.
Ah, it's a cleaning brush. This might be useful later.
I suppose 20 to 1 on the third race. Nah, that's a punter's bet.
Now we can get that grime off the Shakespeare monument. I still can't make it out.
It's covered in mildew. We'll have to clean it somehow.
Perfect! It looks like a quote from The Tempest.
What does it say?
The cloud-cupped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself. Yea, all which it inherit shall dissolue, and like the baseless fabric of a vision, leave not a wreck behind.
Huh. There's something strange about it.
So far, so good. It fits perfectly.
Look, it opened something up.
What's inside?
What's this for?
Let's look at the next poem.
The first child king of England made this place, where now he rests inside confessor's grace. The bard's denoted words will help you find a way to help release a king of kind.
Okay. What to do?
When I get back to Acne, I think I'll take a long holiday.
Huh. Hmm. I see. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, if we knew where we were at on this. We are here, the main hall.
There's some writing here. It says William,
As in Shakespeare?
as in the creator of this tomb. Or maybe both, knowing Sonier. Let's look at the poem again.
The bard's denoted word will help you find a way to help release a king of kind. So far, every previous tomb has given us something for the next one.
Good point. There's some sort of hole here in the center of these shapes. Yes! Oh, what's this?
It looks like a small tile piece with a crown on it.
It could be a king's crown, which would match what the poem told us.
What does the next poem say?
The cousin of the Queen Elizabeth, in Somerset the Baron lost his breath. His mother with a soldier ran away, but not before the night had made her day.
That's a lot of people.
Yes, but in keeping with the previous poems, only one of them is a central figure. good.
Look, there are tiles with symbols on them.
I know, and it looks like one of the tiles is missing. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
What is this?
I don't know. It reminds me a little of the shield on Chaucer's tomb.
Let's read the last poem.
Think back on all you have now observed, and find the knight with whom you first conferred. He seeks the orb that ought to be on his tomb, but only if the seed lies in its womb. I will use force if necessary.
I reckon to enjoy every moment of this.
Oops. Ah, crap.
When it stops hurting, you'll know it's over.
Leave her alone.
I can and will defend myself.
I've been itching for a fight all day.
Sleep well, because you'll be feeling that when you wake up.
Grid clear. We're good.
There you go.
Get over here.
Can't see him.
Oh. Oh.
Come on. Back.
Today just isn't your day, is it?
Hey, oh god, I just messed all that up.
You're a slippery bugger, aren't you? It's all sixes and sevens, isn't it? I reckon to enjoy.
Sophie, it would be nice if you would jump in here, please. Sophie. You distract one of them.
Just give up already.
I am dying over here.
He's out cold. I better move him out of sight. Stay away from her. Forcing my hand.
I've been itching.
He'll be all right.
In my way. Where is... Oh. Alright, you're done.
It fits perfectly. Did you hear that?
Look, a drawer slid out.
There's a scroll inside, but it looks like it's missing half.
This final puzzle will reveal the word that frees you from the losses you incurred.
But where's the other half? It fits perfectly.
So strange a message, though.
Reading it out loud sometimes helps.
This final puzzle will reveal the word that frees you from the losses you incurred. Your family reunion is at hand. See through the picture and you'll understand.
Family reunion.
Robert, everyone in my family is dead but me.
That'd be a very disturbing reunion. But I think your grandfather may have had something else in mind. Look, these tiles were meant to go on top of the completed scroll.
Ah, you're right. Let us see what picture the tiles form.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we dropped again. Alright, so we know these two go together. There. No, 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 no. There. No, that. Those go there. That doesn't. Um. There. That. I think the sides are set. It's just. Oh, I don't remember this puzzle. Wait, this is. That stays at the top because I got a top order. That's the bottom. there like that. It's there. I mean, it looks complete to me. Let's see. We gotta be missing something. Of course not. Done it before. Okay. Okay. Bingo. We're close.
It is a church.
Robert, look. There are holes in the tiles.
You can see letters through them. P-A-Y.
E-N-S.
Payens is the final password for the cryptex. and Eutychians founded the Knights Templar, which means that this must be a Templar church in the picture.
Now what do we do?
We can use this to get T-Bing back.
But Robert, anyone vile enough to threaten someone's life like this does not deserve to know the secret of the Grail.
I don't think we have much of a choice at this point. T-Bing is my friend. Our friend. If anything should happen to him...
That is quite enough. I am afraid you two are very overdue.
Remy.
Overdue for what?
I believe I am the one with the power here. My gun will point you in the proper direction to move your feet. Go! You, wait here. And if you value life, be it yours or hers, I suggest you not move. I hope you did not think I did this all by myself.
What? What do you mean?
Remy, I am afraid your services are no longer needed. Teacher! Please believe I never had any intention of your being involved. You came to my home. You came searching for me.
Lee, what the hell are you doing? We thought you were in trouble. We came here to help you.
As I trusted you would. We have much to discuss.
Let Sophie leave. You and I can discuss this alone.
I have given you the cryptex as a show of good faith. And I'm afraid that is all that I can afford to give you.
You couldn't solve it.
I am afraid not, Robert. I need your help.
Maybe I can distract T-Bing long enough for Robert to think of something. T-Bing is the type of person who hates having his own words used against him. I thought you told us that only the wealthy can find the Grail.
Let's see if we can solve the cryptex.
What? How dare you say such a thing? I'll have you know that the Grail is my life's work. My life's work! If it weren't for your grandfather being too cowardly to release the truth to the world, we wouldn't be in this position now. But here we are. And Robert, you must make your decision.
What can you possibly hope to gain through this?
Why, Langdon, the one thing that I have always wanted the most. To release the Sangreal documents to the public as they were always intended to be by the Priory.
If the Priory wanted to release the documents, Saunier would have done so.
Ah, but I discovered a terrible truth. The reason the documents were not released at the beginning of the new millennium. At the ultimate moment of truth, Jacques Saunier changed his mind.
So you blame Saunier because the Sangreal documents were never released?
Wait. If T-Bing is behind everything, then Grandpère's death. T-Bing planned all of this out. He is the one responsible for Grandpère. You are the one responsible for my grandfather's murder.
This seems to be working.
Your grandfather failed the Priory, the Grail, and the memory of all the generations that had worked to make that moment possible. The man honored with the greatest responsibility in Christian history eschewed his duty. His seneschal were traitors to the Grail. But he was also under the thumb of the Church, and that ultimately is why I had to put his mind at rest and complete his duties for him.
What could the Church possibly have over Saunier?
The Church has 2,000 years of experience pressuring those who threaten to unveil its lies. Since the days of Constantine, the Church has successfully hidden the truth about Mary Magdalene and Jesus. We should not be surprised that now, once again, they have found a way to keep the world in the dark. The Church may no longer employ crusaders to slaughter non-believers, but their influence is no less persuasive, no less insidious.
Employing crusaders, persuasive influence, insidious. He's not just describing the Church. Is he a complete hypocrite? He has done everything that he says he hates the Church for. The church has nothing to hide.
The Sangreal documents will prove that they do. Miss Nauvoo, for some time now, your grandfather has wanted to tell you the truth about your family.
How could you know that?
My methods are immaterial. The important thing for you to grasp right now is this. The deaths of your mother, father, grandmother, and brother were not accidental.
What are you saying?
Robert, it explains everything. All the pieces fit. History repeats itself. The Church has a precedent of murder when it comes to silencing the Sangreal. With the end of days imminent, killing the Grand Master's loved ones sent a very clear message. Be quiet, or you and Sophie are next.
These are just theories, but there is one murderer to be blamed. Even if the church did murder my parents, he is no better. My family died in a car accident that had nothing to do with the church.
That is what they wanted you to believe. I'm sorry, old friend, but it seems you've lost your way.
What are you talking about?
I am a lone knight surrounded by unworthy souls.
Oh, I didn't solve it in time. I was right there.
Let Sophie leave. You and I can discuss this alone.
I have given you the cryptex as a show of good faith. And I'm afraid that is all that I can afford to give you.
You couldn't solve it.
I am afraid not, Robert. I need your help.
Maybe I can distract T-Bing long enough for Robert to think of something. T-Bing is the type of person who hates having his own words used against him. I thought you told us that only the wealthy can find the Grail.
Let's see if we can solve the cryptex.
What? How dare you say such a thing? I will have you know that the Grail is my life's work. My life's work! If it weren't for your grandfather being too cowardly to release the truth to the world, we wouldn't be in this position now. But here we are. And Robert, you must make your decision.
What can you possibly hope to gain through this?
Why, Langdon, the one thing that I have always wanted the most. To release the Sangreal documents to the public as they were always intended to be by the Priory.
If the Priory wanted to release the documents, Saunier would have done so.
Ah, but I discovered a terrible truth. The reason the documents were not released at the beginning of the new millennium. At the ultimate moment of truth, Jacques Saunier changed his mind.
So you blame Saunier because the Sangreal documents were never released?
Wait. If T-Bing is behind everything, then Grandpère's death. T-Bing planned all of this out. He is the one responsible for Grandpère. You are the one responsible for my grandfather's murder.
This seems to be working.
Your grandfather failed the Priory, the Grail, and the memory of all the generations that had worked to make that moment possible. The man honored with the greatest responsibility in Christian history eschewed his duty. His seneschal were traitors to the Grail. He was also under the thumb of the Church, and that, ultimately, is why I had to put his mind at rest and complete his duties for him.
What could the Church possibly have over Saunier?
The Church has 2,000 years of experience pressuring those who threaten to unveil its lies. Since the days of Constantine, the Church has successfully hidden the truth about Mary Magdalene and Jesus. We should not be surprised that now, once again, they have found a way to keep the world in the dark. The Church may no longer employ crusaders to slaughter non-believers, but their influence is no less persuasive, no less insidious.
Employing crusaders, persuasive influence, insidious. He's not just describing the Church. Is he a complete hypocrite? He has done everything that he says he hates the Church for. You are no better than the Church.
What are you talking about?
You manipulated Silas and Remy into working for you. You sent them to murder people who did not believe as you did.
But everything I did was to expose the truth.
What does it matter if you become exactly like the very thing you despise?
Oh, no, my dear. You have no idea of what you speak. Perhaps I can illustrate my point with something you've been wondering about since you were old enough to think. Miss Nauvoo, for some time now, your grandfather has wanted to tell you the truth about your family.
How could you know that?
My methods are immaterial. The important thing for you to grasp right now is this. The deaths of your mother, father, grandmother, and brother were not accidental.
What are you saying?
Robert, it explains everything. All the pieces fit. History repeats itself. The Church has a precedent of murder when it comes to silencing the Sangreal. With the end of days imminent, killing the Grandmaster's loved ones sent a very clear message. Be quiet, or you and Sophie are next.
These are just theories, but there is one murderer to be blamed. Even if the Church did murder my parents, he is no better. And now you have taken over where the Church has left off.
What do you mean?
You have no proof about what happened to my parents, but now we do know one truth. It was you who murdered my grandfather.
It was his own fault. He and his seneschal lied to Silas. Otherwise, I would have obtained the keystone without complication. How was I to imagine the Grand Master would go to such ends to deceive me and bequeath the keystone to an estranged granddaughter? Someone so unqualified to hold this knowledge that she required a symbologist babysitter.
So it was you the entire time?
One way or another, the keystone was coming to Chateau Villette. Silas was supposed to steal it from you there, thus removing you from the equation without hurting you, and exonerating me from any suspicion of complicity. However, when I saw the intricacy of Saunier's codes, I decided to include you both in my quest a bit longer. I could have Silas steal the keystone later, once I knew enough to carry on alone.
The Temple Church.
But you still need a scapegoat. Someone to blame for the murders that lead to the miraculous recovery of the Sangreal documents.
I am afraid that Silas served his purpose all too well. As we speak, he is no doubt under the arrest of the police, and he is a well-known member of Manus Dei. Listen. Can you hear it? The Grail is speaking to us across the centuries. She's begging to be saved from the Priory's folly. I implore you both to recognize this opportunity. We need to swear an oath together. A pledge of faith to one another. A knight's allegiance to uncover the truth and make it known.
I will never swear an oath with my grandfather's murderer, except an oath that I will see you go to prison.
I am sorry you feel that way, mademoiselle. And you, Robert, are you with me or against me?
I know how to find the answer. Let Sophie go, and we'll figure it out together at Newton's tomb.
I am not going anywhere. That cryptix was given to me by my grandfather. It is not yours to open.
Sophie, please. You're in danger. I'm trying to help you.
Robert, my grandfather would prefer his secret lost forever than see it in the hands of his murderer. Shoot me if you have to. I am not leaving my grandfather's legacy in your hands.
Very well.
No, Lee. If you even think about it, I will drop this.
That bluff won't work on me. I know you better than that.
Do you, Lee?
I am a lone knight, surrounded by unworthy souls. Very well, a show of faith. Set the cryptex down, and we'll talk.
He'll shoot us both as soon as I do. I have to protect Sophie, and the Grail.
Oh, we missed a secret. Fine.
Arrest him! The old one! The Grail! Don't you understand? The Holy Grail! It's lost! Lost forever!
It was nearly over, but there was one final scroll, one last rhyme to lead us to the ultimate answer. The Holy Grail beneath ancient Roslyn waits. Adorned in Master's loving art she lies. She rests at last beneath the starry skies.
Ah, the artistry, the stained glass. Oh, it is achingly beautiful. The Holy Grail beneath ancient Roslyn waits. Well, we're here. What's next?
The next line says the blade and chalice guarding over her gates. So I guess we look for the symbols of the blade and chalice.
Hidden chest cannot be opened. Something under the chest.
The scuff marks on the floor indicate this chest was moved around. This is the daisy.
Okay.
I think there is something behind these curtains. Something is missing from this. I should look around. That worked. Now I have the lily. I think I have been here before. A very long time ago.
There is a story that states that the master mason of Roslyn, who planned to carve this pillar, traveled to Rome for inspiration on the design. In his absence, his apprentice, having received a vision of the finished pillar in a dream, began carving the pillar immediately and created the design as it now stands. this pillar is hailed as a perfect marvel of craftsmanship. When the master mason returned and witnessed the carved masterpiece, the master was so struck with envy that he demanded to know who had dared to carve the pillar in his absence. Upon being told it was his own apprentice, the master mason was so overcome with rage that he bludgeoned his apprentice to death with a mallet.
Excessive. For something I don't know.
This is the journeyman pillar. This pillar stands between the pillars that represent Boaz and Wakin, according to Masonic architecture. That's odd. According to Masonic ceremony, this should be the location of the apprentice pillar.
It looks like there is something behind the curtains.
The angel's banner is inscribed with the word faith. The angel's banner is inscribed with the word courage.
Aha. Now we have what we need to do this.
Well done.
It's Latin. It says, wine is strong, the king is stronger. Women are even stronger. Truth conquers all. What was it that the Latin inscription said about truth?
that truth conquers all.
Then there must be something special about this angel.
Lift me up. Let's see what we can find. Now I have the rose.
The symbol for male and female.
Fused together as one.
The perfect union of male and female. Solomon's seal, marking the Holy of Holies.
In a sense. Strength. Purity.
Oh, yeah, let me go back out.
We did it. Nowhere to go but down from here.
After you, milady. It's a globe of the Earth.
That's strange. Where Scotland, England and Wales should be, there's nothing but an indentation similar to the shape of those countries. Why would they be missing from this globe?
Okay, we gotta find a puzzle piece.
Translated, it says, "Visit the center of the earth, and by rectifying, you shall find the hidden stone."
Where did we see an earth earlier?
I recently read that in 1999, this carving mysteriously began to produce presumably rust-stained water. The running stain resembles a bleeding wound on the right side of the angel's forehead.
The angel has a piece of the globe.
It looks like an island of some sort.
Finally. Ah, the globe opened.
There's another piece inside.
There's a star on this medallion. That looks like a star to me. seems out of place here. This door won't open. There is something I am missing. I should look around. There has to be something I am missing.
Examine that, and I can't. Examine.
This door won't open.
There's something we need to do first.
I must be missing something.
We. Okay, we can examine that one.
This door won't open.
There's something we need to do first.
That seems to have done the trick.
Like, ooh. No, that goes. Yeah. Ah. Nope. Why? Let's go up here.
Did you hear that?
It sounds like we might be able to lift that trap door after all. What was it about, Sophie? When you and your grandfather fought, was it something about your past? Was it something about how your parents died?
How could you know that?
This article says the entire family was killed. Father, mother, and both children? A boy and a girl.
Only their name isn't Neveu. It's Sinclair. This makes no sense.
St. Clair is one of the oldest families in France. This traces their lineage back to a line of Merovingian kings. Only 2 direct lines of Merovingians remain. The Plantard family traces back to the descendants of the Merovingian kings. Sophie, I was wrong. Saunier didn't want you to guard the secret of the Holy Grail. Sophie, you are the secret.
No.
You survived the car accident. If it even was an accident. The Priory found out. They must have concealed the fact that you weren't dead.
Ce n'est pas possible.
You are the heir. The end of the royal bloodline. The living descendant of Jesus Christ.
No.
It all makes sense. Your grandfather wasn't playing games with you as a child. He was training you, teaching you, so that you could take over and continue to guard the secret of the royal bloodline. Your own secret. Your blood. He couldn't just tell you who you were. You would never believe him. Even now, after all that you've seen and learned, you still doubt it.
Sophie, it is true. I gave you up once, knowing that I might never see you again. And I have prayed for this moment for a very long time. I am your grandmother, Sophie. Both of your parents were descended from Merovingian families. For protection, they changed their names of Plantard and St. Clair.
Protection? From what?
There are many who would kill to protect their belief in Christ's divinity, to learn that he not only had children, but that there are people still alive who carry his blood. It would be too much for some to comprehend.
I've seen a lot of religious zealotry in the past day or two, but no one seemed to have much interest in tracking down and killing the descendants of Christ.
Nevertheless, there are those who would murder to maintain their belief that the Bible is perfect and that Jesus had no children or even a wife. Sophie, I know that you have always wondered what happened to your parents. Your parents were killed in a car accident whose cause could not be determined. The Priory feared the identity of the royal line had been discovered. Your grandfather and I had to make a grave decision the instant we received the phone call. Your grandfather took you to France, and I moved here to watch over Rosalind with your baby brother. Separating the family was the hardest thing we ever had to do. But we did it, knowing that it was the only way to keep you safe. Welcome home, Princess. My husband obviously trusted you, Mr. Langdon, and so shall I. Considering what you've done for me tonight, and as curator of the Rosalind Trust, I can tell you for certain that the Grail is no longer here.
But the words say the Holy Grail beneath ancient Rosalind waits.
One of the Priory's most ancient charges was one day to return the Grail to her homeland of France, where she could rest for eternity. When my husband became Grand Master, his first duty was to restore her honor by returning her to France and building her a resting place fit for a queen.
But the poem says... Why does it point to Rosalind?
Perhaps you've misread its meaning. The Grail can be deceptive, as could my late husband.
Sophie, I should go. You should spend some time with your family.
Thank you
For what?
for bringing me here, for letting him choose you, Sir Robert.
I'll always be there for you if you need me, Sophie.
I know.
And I think that might be it. I think that's the end game.
It had been the most extraordinary 2 days of my life. And now I was back in Paris as if nothing had happened. But everything had changed. And suddenly, I understood Samir's message at last. The Holy Grail beneath ancient Roslyn waits. Adorned in Master's loving art she lies. She rests at last beneath the starry skies.
Yep, that was it. It's an interesting, fun puzzle-like game with some combat in it. Oh, let's see, this was what, 2006? Definitely nowadays kind of difficult to play on a modern screen. Everything was kind of dark and hard to see, but I remember playing this on my little 13-inch CRT TV that I had, and I don't think it took me as long to get through it as it did this time around. But most of it was because I couldn't see where I was going, and that because of these games weren't written to translate to a flat screen display. I'm sure if we were playing it on a CRT TV, this would have taken us maybe 3 days to get through. Not the, 4 or 5? Added a couple extra days. But, interesting game. Like I said, I think this came out shortly after the first Robert Langdon movie of the same name.